Got our next championship contest now. It's the three-way dance for the Midlands title, and here comes the first participant from the Neo Prophecy. It's Tyler Rayne.
Well, he's had a lot of influence on the way that the Neo Prophecy works. Obviously, as we saw, his team members have won the tag team titles, and now Tyler Rayne has an opportunity to win the Midlands title from Ring of Honor.
Full of gold now for the Neo Prophecy, and Tyler actually grabbing that child.
Well, to be honest, as they know, all the children here, you touch a wrestler, the wrestlers are able to touch you. He obviously just likes all the little children here. Here at King standing.
Tyler Rayne now into the ring.
Nearly into the ring anyway. Has to watch himself, or watch his step, should I say.
I'm sure he'll be watching his step against Rigor Mortis and Jack Daniels for the Midlands Championship.
You have to say, Tyler Rayne is an imposing figure. You can see why those kids are slightly afraid of him, because he's not exactly the nicest man in the world.
Former British champion though.
Former British champion, former king of KSW.
Twice.
Exactly. The man's got the accolades.
So the odds are in his favour, and here comes a former tag team champion.
Of course, after his complete beating by Franco, you can wonder why he's suddenly become this weird pirate sort of character. But the knock to the head that he took, you can't explain. Well, you can explain quite easily the fact that he's absolutely Fruit Loopy.
Well, Dan Daniels, or formerly Dan Daniels, now Jack Daniels, thinks he's a pirate, got dropped on his head.
Not only just Jack Daniels, he's Captain Jack Daniels.
Captain Jack Daniels.
He now has a pirate ship, he now has a flag, he now has a ship, and the guy knows his booty, knows his treasure, and knows how to win the KSW Midlands title. He's also absolutely Fruit Loop.
I'm impressed with how he raised that flag though.
He's been practicing, hasn't he?
That starboard or port side, is it?
I don't know. It's Fruit Loop's side as far as I'm concerned.
Let's just hope at the end of this match he doesn't end up on the poop deck.
Perhaps. Now all we need to do is see Rigor Mortis,
the Midlands champion.
Oh,
Tyler Rayne's got something to say.
Before you start all that, I want you all to know that earlier this week I went to see the KSW Board of Directors, and they informed me that no matter whether Rigor Mortis is here or not, that Midlands title will be defended. So without further ado, I want you to turn your attention to the big screen in the corner.
The big screen, what's he talking about? That's Rigor Mortis' dressing room. What?
The Neo Prophecy, straight from their win, they decided they're going to visit Rigor Mortis' dressing room.
They're going into Rigor Mortis' dressing room. What is going on here? We've already had enough madness. So what? What's going on?
Isn't it quite obvious what's going on? The Neo Prophecy have gone to Rigor Mortis' dressing room, and they've gone and beaten him up.
And look, Damien Black's got the Midlands title in his hand. What's that? He's got a key. He just locked the door. But what's going on now, Rigor Mortis, if he's locked in his dressing room?
It means that Rigor Mortis...
And here they come. Tyler Rayne said the belt would be defended whether Rigor Mortis was here or not.
Once again, the Neo Prophecy have schemes, have planned their way to winning a belt. Once again, the king of KSW, Tyler Rayne, decided that he was going to elbow drop one of the members of the Neo Prophecy to disqualify Captain Jack Daniels. The reason why Captain Jack Daniels has his place right now, because of his complaints in fairness.
Well, this is a singles match then, obviously not a three-way. Rigor Mortis is locked in his dressing room.
It is. It's Tyler Rayne versus Captain Jack, which means that the Tyler Rayne has a very good chance of winning this now.
He's got more chance of winning it now. He's eliminated one of the competitors.
Well, you know, with the rigor mortis would have gone straight for his former master, wouldn't he?
And now Captain Jack now twirling, rocking and reeling into a headlock takedown for Tyler Rayne.
Captain Jack Daniels showing his skill in wrestling.
The waistlock there. Well, the former British champion, former KSW King of KSW, two-time award winner, into a headlock of his own. It's a mouthful there. And now Japanese arm drag. And the Japanese arm drag returned by Tyler Rayne. Arm drag by Jack Daniels. Followed by an arm drag by Tyler Rayne.
Looks like Tyler Rayne doesn't have an interesting or an original thought in his mind. Keeps copying everything that Jack Daniels does.
And a shoulder tackle there, takes down Captain Jack. Off the ropes. Against the ropes, sticks the clothesline. Nice switch there by Tyler Rayne. Goes for the clothesline again. Goes for the crossbody, but Captain Jack sleeps.
Very clever manoeuvre there by Jack Daniels. Let's see what happens here.
Off the ropes now. Captain Jack. Backdrop to the outside. Grabs Tyler Rayne. Pulls him out. And now Captain Jack seems to be on top of Tyler Rayne. It's turned into a fight on the outside. Neither man giving an inch or a yard here.
Perhaps a yard arm in Captain Jack Daniels' case.
And now Captain Jack going to the top rope, looks to be high risk manoeuvre. Bit early for this in the contest. And I was right, Tyler Rayne scouted that one.
Went for his senton splash there and landed right on his arse.
Now Tyler Rayne working that lower back of Captain Jack Daniels.
One thing you have to say is, you know which person the audience, or side the audience is on. It's quite obvious. It's Captain Jack Daniels. And look, I suppose it's the battle of the shirts, the red shirt versus the white shirt.
Tyler Rayne now grabbing a handful of hair. Backs him into the ropes and a forearm to the back. Tyler Rayne is in control and the crowd do not like it.
Question is will rigor mortis get out in time? Will he manage to break out of his cell just to make sure?
Catches him now. Spinning back suplex. Rigor mortis is locked in. I don't think we're going to see him in this contest.
Well, you never know if rigor mortis is a demon, for God's sake.
Trying to say he can teleport through walls.
Who knows? Who knows with the demon? Perhaps sometime he'll come out. Maybe he'll come out from under the ring. Maybe he'll come out from the back. Maybe he'll come out and finalise and get something about this. But at the moment, Jack Daniels is getting a pasting.
Not forgetting, even though the Midlands champion isn't even in this contest is in fact for the Midlands title.
I don't know how Tyler Rayne has managed to work this one out, but he's obviously planned this well in advance, which he does every time he goes to a wrestling match. We've known in the past, every time that the Neo Prophecy is involved in a title match, there's some sort of canoodle, some sort of way that they're going to get the title, some sort of game plan. He always has a game plan, and that is what makes him the cerebral man.
Well, he's on top now, but Jack Daniels, he's trying to mount an offense, but no, he's always get raked.
Jack Daniels is not really anywhere to be found in this wrestling match. Tyler Rayne is 100% on top with hit. And will Jack Daniels come back? I don't think so. Jack Daniels is expecting rigor mortis to be involved.
Well, this should be easier for both men considering rigor mortis is not in the fray.
Maybe, but maybe Jack Daniels is expecting that him and rigor mortis might be working together against Tyler Rayne. And perhaps once Tyler Rayne was out, he and rigor mortis were going to go together. But now, he's just taking a complete under beating from Tyler Rayne.
Oh! Knife edge chop there to Jack Daniels.
And the young ladies in the front audience there didn't particularly enjoy that chop.
Oh, whips him all the way up and over there. He's in a bad part of the city now. Back to his feet there, Jack Daniels. And takes a clothesline to the back of the head.
Jack Daniels perhaps would have been a bit wiser to make sure that he was He got up there in a situation where he was facing his opponents rather than facing away from his opponents. And the audience desperate to try and distract Tyler Rayne to allow Jack Daniels chance to recover from the gratuitous injuries.
Tyler Rayne is getting very angry with King standing here at Hot Wide 4. But he's still large and in charge. He's still dominating this contest. Sends him in again. Oh, reversal now. Oh, and he sends Tyler Rayne up and over this time. Tyler Rayne now got a bit of wits about him going to the top rope. Jack Daniels now catches him. Oh, let's see from here. Overhead belly to belly from the top rope, and that has got to take its toll.
Jack Daniels lost his footing just before the end of that. Didn't get the full extent of the extension of his arms to take him over to get the greatest height on Tyler Rayne, but still effective enough to keep Tyler Rayne on the ground, holding his back, saying, ouch, my God, that really hurt.
Both men now feeling the effects of this grueling contest.
Jack Daniels desperate to get the audience on his side. I don't think that's going to be too much. They certainly are on his side tonight. Is it perhaps because they're expecting rigor mortis and they want someone to go? Maybe the fact that they just dislike Tyler Rayne. Tonight is Jack Daniels' night. Will he be the Midlands champion?
Tyler Rayne now going for a close on. We're going to see now T-bone suplex. Nicely done by Captain Jack. Tyler Rayne now still going for a close on. He's just stabbing in the dark. German suplex with the bridge. Who will be the Midlands champion here at King Standing at Hot Wide 4? Sending him up now going for a suplex. Tyler Rayne counters. Sets him up now. Fireman's carry.
Are we going anywhere?
And down. Pancake.
Look at all those children at the front row there, desperate to keep Jack Daniels in there, desperate to stop Tyler Rayne from winning the Midlands belt. They all know that Tyler Rayne is desperate to get that belt, desperate so much as to lock rigor mortis away.
And then here 3 count there for Tyler Rayne.
Desperate as Tyler Rayne, and the audience is desperate for Tyler Rayne not to win. It's a desperation, it's a match of desperation, it's a match that Tyler Rayne must win, it's a match that Jack Daniels must win, and it's a match that rigor mortis must find a lockpick for.
Rigor mortis, you've got to feel sorry for rigor mortis. He's going to lose the belt without even being in the contest.
Do you wonder, Duff, is he listening? Is he hearing the audience from his dressing room? Is he hearing the noise and hearing the fact of Tyler Rayne taking it to Jack Daniels and knowing?
Coming up. Block now. Oh, it's some kind of submission now. Got some kind of Cobra clutch there.
As rigor mortis is sitting in his dressing room knowing that he's got no way of influencing the match, and knowing that at some point, regardless, whoever wins the Midlands title is not going to be rigor mortis anymore.
Oh, come on now. Damien Black and Sebastian Knight creeping in. Dan Daniels has got this match won. Look at this. Oh, come on, Tyler Rayne's out. He's out for the count. Oh, with the flag.
Now that should have been disqualification.
Oh, and another diamond cut here tonight at Hot Wide 4. And Tyler Rayne, he's out in his feet.
And miraculously,
and the same looks for Dan Daniels or Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Both men on Rubber Lane Street.
Well, it's Marcus. He got up after that. I don't think anybody would be got up after that one. It's one of his specific.
Oh, super kick there.
Well, if he's not getting up after the diamond cutter, he's certainly not getting up after this. This is a 3 count.
And that's it. Rigor mortis loses his Midlands Championship without even being in the match.
Well, what can you say? It's just one of those situations where Jack Daniels had it all against him. He should have had rigor mortis in the match. Rigor mortis is locked in there knowing, and he's probably listening right now to the fact that Tyler Rayne has just won, listening to Tyler Rayne's music and knowing that his Midlands Championship has gone to someone who probably doesn't deserve it as much as Jack Daniels did on this one. And of course,
after that, with the flag there and the diamond cutter,
it's amazing that Jack Daniels managed to get up after that diamond cutter. It's one of Damien Black's finishing moves, so therefore you wouldn't expect him to get up, but he did. Very, very short time afterwards, but you know for a fact that as Tyler Rayne is waiting for him, and as soon as that foot connects, it's a 1, 2, 3 count, and there's nothing you, I, rigor mortis, or anyone could do. Tyler Rayne is the champion of the Midlands.
Well, that's it, folks. The Neo Prophecy have all the belts.